Hello, look who I'm with.
Hi,
Andrew and Kristen, we're at eBrand in San Diego.
eBrand Con.
eBrand Con.
Exciting.
So tell me, why are you here?
Well, I've had a partnership with GSMI for a number of years now, and so we facilitate our talent congress. And so it's a workshop that's about 4 hours. We do it at all the GSMI conferences that are recruiting oriented, and it serves as kind of the kickoff for companies to start really analyzing their data. So we give them education first, and then we give them tools and learning applications second.
So tell me, how does that fit into employer brand from your company's perspective?
Well, some of the metrics and some of the data that you can get are recruitment marketing and employer branding focused, right? So we have operational data like what's our time to fill and how many applicants. At the same time, when you think about recruitment marketing, you may want to know things like what's our pay-per-click, what should we, how much are we spending on campaigns, is that effective? So we have data analytics and packages that allow people to analyze that. When it comes to the employment brand, then you want to understand overall, how much are you messaging, what are you messaging about, and is that adding any kind of lift or productivity to your operation?
And in terms of authentic employer brand, what are some of the things that you've seen that really makes an impact into some of those outreach data? Is that
I think there's content and context of say like a video. Let's look at a video as an example. I think and maybe I'm going to steal your adjective,
okay.
Right? But like this whole Hollywood polish or Holly Poly, right? This concept of let's go out and do like this awesome video and stock photography and everyone's wearing makeup and awesome lighting and it's like, oh my God, okay, stop, right? I think what we're seeing is that you can have authenticity by putting video in the hands of your employees and having them talk about their day and having them talk about their experiences. But where I think that we have an opportunity to get more lift and then measure that lift is, can I put that in the hands of the employees and let's measure that series of campaigns and that series of effectiveness and that engagement. But then what if I helped the employees really represent not just their own job, but everybody's job or the entire company? Which means exposing some of the good stuff, yep. And then how do we solve for conflict? How do we solve for problems? Because to say that you have a stress-free environment is ridiculous.
Well, they're going to find that out on day one anyway, aren't
right? So you might as well talk about here are the stressors that typically come into our employment world. Here's how we handle conflict. Here's how we let off steam. Here's how people solve for those issues. And you can do that by talking about an employment brand. You can talk about your benefits, you can talk about the support, you can talk about managerial tactics that are used and are successful. And so I'm seeing more data that says we've changed the content of our videos, we're changing the content of our messaging, and we know when that happened. And then I can go ahead with my team and then see, if nothing else has changed, and that's been the change, am I seeing any difference in lift?
That's very cool. So if you want to learn more about data within your employer brand, this is the guy. Thanks for your time.
Oh, thanks so much, Chris.
Take care.
Bye now.